Guys, I hope you're doing good, that your Saturday is starting well. I saw that in the group, a lot of people were asking about cleaning fee, how to choose how much should I charge, should it be incorporated or not. I tried to do it live, but for some technical problem, it seemed not to work in the group. So I will just record the video and I will put it for you. So what we wanted to talk about. I am talking about this because I saw a lot of people were asking, and in fact, Pascal, you were asking this, and to ask in a group of 7,000 people or more, or in like different groups, I know that we are all asking the same question about cleaning fees. This is something which is coming back often. So that's why I decided to reply to this question in specifically, because this is a question which is good to ask. We always ask this question, but we have to think that this has to be replied with your property is unique, and you have to reply to it knowing what your competition is doing, what people are doing in your area. Because what something will be charging for their property in their area, in their part of the world, might not be the same at what the competition is charging around you. And that's what you should look at. So for instance, Pascal, I want to look at your place. You have a place in Florida, in Space Coast. And I did two things. I looked for like 2 nights and I looked for 7 nights. What's the difference and what are the differences for the people who are in your area and who have the same criteria as you. You always have, when you're looking at your competition, to see what you can do, what you can improve, what are their prices. Be sure to check your direct competition. Not everyone on Airbnb is your competition. You have to check for how many people your place is, for is it an entire place, is it a room, which amenities do you have. For instance, you have a swimming pool, so the filters that I put were swimming pool and a private bedroom, because this is what you have, and that's what you want to be compared with, not with the people who don't have a swimming pool, or not with the people who have like a bigger house or things like this, or entire place. You want to compare with your place. So what I did, as I said, I did for 2 days, because you had the question and some people were not sure. What does it change to have the cleaning fee? Why does the cleaning fee prevent you? Why having a cleaning fee prevents you from having like people who are staying short term? Well, we will see it directly right now, how to do this and why it's preventing you. For instance, here you see that basically those are your places. You have those 3 places, you have 3 bedrooms in your house, and here you have a competition. So for you, you're here. So the price per night, $60, and then you have the service fee and other taxes. But this will be $60 plus the taxes. We are, as they say, at $77 per night. Here, your competitor, she has also a $60 per night, but in addition, she has the cleaning fee, then the tax and the service fee from Airbnb. But she has the cleaning fee. So if we look at this, then people who are, because you always have to think the way people are thinking when they are looking. So they are looking at 2 places, and I love the fact that you put the swimming pool direct, because this is the main selling point of your place, the swimming pool. So it's very good that you put it as a main picture. And they have also the choice with her, who has like a big house, big beautiful house. So they have like the choice. They have the choice, sorry, between to pay 77 per night or 90 per night. Of course, other factors are important. You are a super host, like she has reviews but less good, not as good as you. So those are important factors. But if we look just at the price factor right now, which we should not think about, but some people are just thinking about the price, they see, okay, your place is cheaper, so they might be attracted to book at your place, which is cheaper for a short stay. So that you might have this booking, but it might block someone who would like for longer stay, and which is in fact, if it's what you're, for me, I prefer long stays. That way I just have to prepare it once, but it really depends of each person. If you want to have longer stay, let's check for 1 week. What's the result for 1 week? Because she has a cleaning fee, you have the same night rate, but she has a cleaning fee and you don't have a cleaning fee. So that's the difference. So here, look, you're still at 77 because it doesn't change for you. It's the same price if they stay 2 nights or 7 nights. But for her, because she has this cleaning fee, then it's getting lower per night because the cleaning fee will be divided by the number of nights. The cleaning fee is a fixed price. It's not a price per night. And that way, she might get the longer bookings and you might get the shorter bookings. So for you, it will be more difficult because you will have like to do the check-in, check-out, the cleaning, and you will also have to be sure that you are booked more times instead of her. She can be booked 1 week and that's it. So, and that was to reply to the question, okay, should I have or should I incorporate it in my price? You see that here the competition is not incorporated in the price. She is putting it in addition, and this can help her to have more longer bookings. One second question is, how much should I charge for this? Well, you see that in your area, it seems that something around $20 for cleaning fee can be a good solution. That way, you have a cleaning fee and it can help you to have longer bookings. So that was it for today. I hope it replies to your question about cleaning fee, should it be incorporated and how much to charge. The big thing here is to always analyze your competition, always analyze your area. Your area is specific, your place is specific, so be sure to have some strategies which are specific to you and not too general. If you or anyone has any question about this or anything else about the Airbnb, especially for the marketing side, which is what I specialized in, be sure to ask me, send me a private message or send me a comment, and I will be happy to reply to your questions. That's it. Bye-bye.